Hey pal, look, it's over. It's over between us. You gotta move out. You gotta get your stuff, get a suitcase together, and then hit the road, okay? Don't just look at the tree outside, you look at me. That's right, it's over. Don't try that with me. That's not gonna work this time. All right. Guys, I was trying to do a sketch where I break up with my dog, but it was making me sad, 'cause I'm never going to break up with this little guy. Yeah. All right. Oh, hey, welcome back to my channel. Andy here. All right, so let's talk about it. It seems like Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn have broken up after 6 years of dating, and there is no big drama. I think they were saying in the kind of the reputable sources I found, they're saying they thought it happened some weeks ago, and that they're announcing it now. If that's true, that would mean that both Joe Alwyn and Taylor Swift are kind of okay with the schedule of releasing all the information now. Apparently, Taylor Swift is on break this week from her tour. I guess she's not doing any shows this week, and that it was scheduled to be released this week because it would allow some buffer time. It doesn't seem like there's a big cheating scandal. It doesn't seem like anybody was dumped, or somebody was a bad guy and somebody was a good guy. It's actually kind of interesting because so much of the kind of tabloidiness around this stalls out because there doesn't seem to be a bad guy. There doesn't seem to be a very clear enemy, which is essentially how all of these publications and channels and things work, is that they find somebody to blame and they blame them. Now, that doesn't mean maybe there isn't an enemy. Maybe somebody did something awful. I don't know. It's really none of my business. I wish both of these, I know they don't watch my channel, but let's assume they do watch my channel. As devout Andrew heads out there, Joe and Taylor, I wish you both well. I'm so sorry, when this stuff happens. I think what I was really seeing a lot out there is people really upset about this. And I didn't realize how incredibly important this relationship was to a lot of people. And it almost seems like, their parents are getting divorced, or just like, a couple that you've just been friends with for a long time that you always thought was solid. They're getting, oh, wow, okay. Breakups suck. Breakups are tough. And sometimes breakups are really, really necessary, And so we wish both Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn really, really well. They're both hot, cool people. They're going to find other relationships soon enough. But again, remember, with all the speculation out there, everybody's going to be saying, oh, well, it happened here, and it happened at this time, and you can see it here. We don't know. It happened because of something personal between them. There was a conversation they had that turned into an argument, and who knows what it was about. We don't know anything about it. Maybe somebody's sense of smell changed. They're like, oh my God, this person stinks, which has been known to happen. It's interesting because so many of the songs we've dealt with on this channel are songs that attempt to kind of deal with that relationship, but also there's songs where he, under the pseudonym William Bowery, co-wrote some songs. It was always kind of told to me that Joe Alwyn is very much her grounding kind of real relationship, not the kind of flight of fancy, even though he is a famous actor and stuff, but like he isn't the same kind of person as John Mayer or Jake Gyllenhaal. But today we are going to listen to one song that I've been assured is about, I don't know about my verbiage there, but assured to be about William Bowery / Joe Alwyn. It's the first song off of Midnights. It is called Lavender Haze.
Scrutiny, yeah, oh yeah. You handle it beautifully, yeah, oh yeah. All this shit is new to me, yeah, oh yeah. I feel the lavender
All right, we got to pause. Okay. I bet all of you thought I was going to hate this song. You're all like, oh, Andrew doesn't like songs like this. Okay, that was probably not a good impression. I'm sorry. Old school beat, very classic beat, big subwoofer sound, really deep underneath the sound, that pumping kind of vibration, big R&B vocal over the top, very kind of fluttery vocal, not similar to a lot of the stuff we've listened to on this channel, but I like it. She doesn't go too far into the forced vibrato, I don't think she has, I didn't hear any of the chirping. I don't think she has any vocal correction on here. She may have a little bit that I just can't hear, but it sounds really good. It sounds very kind of R&B, classic R&B. Chords are tricky to hear, but it's like D sharp, F, and then maybe C minor. I think that's what it is. And I love that. Tiny little bit of hint of flavor, just kind of like a little bit of color into the kind of drone there. Yeah, kind of a weird, kind of peculiar song. Weird song for the intro. And I've been told that this is about her love, very deep and affectionate love for Mr. Joe Alwyn. Now in this video, we have a very different type of dude than Joe Alwyn. We got body hair going on, well-chiseled beard. This is a beefcake over here, I'm gathering. But it doesn't remind me of Joe. So I don't know if it was just like a way to kind of separate and just make the video about the video, not necessarily make it specific to somebody, or maybe she was ambivalent about being too directly about Joe, who knows? What's interesting here is the guy is just passive. He's just laying there. He's just in bed. She's up. She's kind of maybe an insomniac running around by herself. It seems very mystical and weird and mysterious. Hey guys, it's me. During the edit, I actually just found out that the lead actor from this, the male protagonist in this, the love interest, is a trans actor. Glad tweeted about this. I found out about this while doing the Reddit deep dive. I'm pretty blown away. That is incredibly cool, and I had no idea. Not that that matters, but just is the case. So I just wanted to make sure people understood that. Back to the video. Right, she's in her head voice here, really bold vocal. Staring at the ceiling with you. Oh, you don't have to say too much. I love that building up and coming down resolution there to that melody. Staring at the ceiling with you, I kind of get the idea of, oh, just laying in bed awake next to you while you sleep sound. That is like a weird dynamic, to be awake next to somebody that they're sleeping and you see them just in a different way, just for a moment. And you don't really read into my melancholia. I've been under scrutiny. You handle it beautifully. All this shit is new to me. With a lot of her songs, we have big statements, sentences of dialogue. She says it makes a very specific point. Here we're more in the kind of like short but sweet vibe. I've been under scrutiny. You handle it beautifully. All this shit is new to me. I feel the lavender haze creeping up on me. Surreal. I'm damned if I do give a damn what people say. No deal. The 1950s shit they want from me, I just want to stay in the lavender haze. So the lavender haze is good. I almost thought of like neon signs or something, but I think lavender haze is comfort or maybe just love. Maybe it's just like love you feel with somebody, just the way they make you feel when you're around them, the kind of goose pimply way you feel. But we're talking about being restless and being melancholic or melancholy and being unable to sleep, and there seems to be a distance there. The 1950s shit, I think, I get the sense that what she's talking about, and this is actually something I noticed in a lot of the kind of really ugly discourse about their breakup, is it's somehow a failing for Taylor Swift that she breaks up with people. Other people, you get it. Oh yeah, temptations and the structure and the rigors of their life. It's too hard to, separation from each other, and it's too hard to keep a relationship going. But somehow for Taylor Swift, it's a failing. She should be married right now. It's like not even the 50s. It's like the 40s. And my so-called wonderful, this is a wonderful life.
Mary.
My so-called wonderful life would be great too. Where it's like the whole premise is like, oh well, this girl is whatever she is, 25, and she hasn't married yet. She's going to become an old maid, and this kind of dynamic of like, you must be married, you must land a man by a certain time, yada yada yada. Now she says the problem is me. at another time in this album. It's me, I'm the problem, it's me. In this, it's like this guy is just laying there being innocent so far. He's done nothing wrong. You don't really read into my melancholia. Seems kind of like a sarcastic comment almost of like, you're asleep, so you're not here analyzing things like I am. But I really get the sense that this isn't about blaming somebody. This is about maybe the uneasiness of happiness, or like not trusting it, or things getting too comfortable. And, you know, when's the other... A lot of people in the world, and I don't know if this is her or not, but a lot of people in the world are always just waiting for that other shoe to drop. They're always waiting for the next thing to happen, the great big negative thing to happen. When you grow up and you always have to kind of please people, and you always have to kind of do that stuff, it can affect a relationship where you don't have to do that, right? Where I don't know if that's the dynamic here. I'm not suggesting that. This is just what I'm getting from the song. You get in a relationship and like, this relationship's too good. No, there's something fishy about it. No, I don't. We like to hang out and we like to have sex. I don't know. This can't be good. And one thing that it is a process to do is to learn to trust happiness, to learn to trust contentedness. She calls it surreal. I'm damned if I do give a damn what people say. The Lavender Haze. It's like, it does feel like it's creeping. You don't get the feel of like something good from creeping up on me. Right? It's surreal. I'm damned if I do give a damn what people say. Like, she's still kind of in like a fight or flight mode here, right? No deal, the 1950s shit they want from me. She's angry. She's upset. I just want to stay in the Lavender Haze. All they keep asking me is if I'm going to be your bride. The only kind of girl they see is a one night or a wife. I find it dizzying. They're bringing up my history, but you aren't even listening, which is a good thing. It's like, I'm going to throw all my drama at this person, and they're going to leave me, and then they don't leave you. That's kind of what it seems like. And it's not even her throwing her drama. It's like the world. You'll be out on a date, even if you just want to go out and like have dinner or something with somebody, and just no matter what, like one of your old travails comes back and like, what about the... Like if I'm on a date and they're like, what about... Huh? Do you still crush on her? I don't know. What? On a date? Why are you bringing that up? How embarrassing a moment is this for me? All right. But just having things that you're sensitive kind of thrown in your face, like while you're trying to make this relationship work. So I don't know. Fascinating song. It's definitely fraught. It's a song that has a seemingly really positive, lovey message. I'm in the Lavender Haze. It's this pretty thing, but it's also scary, right? Fishy swimming in the universe. Interesting. Like a very weird kind of party looking thing. I like the movement of people kind of syncopated with the rhythm of the song. Not totally sure if that's on purpose or if that's just something they found. Everybody's kind of looking at them. Although people are making out at a party. If you're making out at a party, I get you're in love. Maybe she's talking about that, like the thing when you're so in love that you just can't keep your hands off each other, even in public. And everybody else, I'm sorry, it is a little bit much to like be around people who are making out a lot, and you would stare. Be like, why are you staring at us? We're just ripping each other's clothes off. You should really just go home. Why are you guys out? Just go home. But anyway, we're at this party. Very kind of low-key, hang out, chill out. Now it's a dance party. This all seems to be the Lavender Haze. Now we're back in her room here. We push down the walls. I get the sense we're kind of back in maybe her dreamland, or maybe she's fallen asleep now. She was awake before. She couldn't fall asleep. Now she's fallen asleep, and maybe we're in her dreamland. That's kind of the vibe I get. I don't know. Talk your talk and go viral. I just need this love spiral. Get it off your chest. Get it off my desk. Get it off your chest. Get it off my desk. I think now she's talking to somebody else. I don't think she's talking to her lover here. I think she's talking about people talking about her. If you're going to talk about me, talk about me. I don't care. Like, just get away from me. Like, if there's some tabloid story, get it away. I don't care. If there's some rumor, I don't care. If there's something that somebody's going to put in front of me and put it on my desk, I don't want to see it. It's not important to me. I just want to be with this person right now. I'm just with this person. That's kind of what I'm getting from it. I don't know. This song is kind of all over the place, but I like it. It doesn't seem to have the same ultimate specific meaning. It doesn't feel like it has a positive, a solid resolution. I like it. I actually think it has a funkiness to it. So there's a lot of mixed feelings about this video. Lot of discussion about it being some people's favorite, some people's not favorite. Some people like her direction, some people don't. I found it kind of interesting, different than her other songs. Definitely less kind of cohesive, more, like a vibe. Trippier, a little kind of weirder. Maybe it's not everybody else's favorite. I actually kind of think it's pretty good. So let me know why I was wrong in the comments, or let me know why I was right. I hope you are doing really well. I hope you are having a wonderful, glorious week. I hope you are not breaking up with your loved ones. I hope you are staying together. And if you have broken up, I hope you are working on you. Please consider liking and subscribing. Remember, the Reddit deep dive will be on my Patreon if you'd like to see the full version of this video. And until next time, keep playing.